Hi, I'm Robin, English teacher with Core Languages, and today I'm at beautiful Riverfront Park in North Charleston, South Carolina. I have 3 questions for you today. Listen to each question carefully and compare how each question is formed. You ready? First question, where are you from? Second question, are you learning English? And third question, do you like pizza? Where are you from? Are you learning English? And do you like pizza? Each question has a slightly different word order. One question uses a question word, where. Another question uses the verb to do. Do you like pizza? We need to know how to use these different elements if we want to formulate a correct question. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to formulate questions and how the word order changes depending on how you ask something. So the next time you want to ask someone where they are from or if they like pizza, you can formulate a perfect English question. Word order in questions. A common way to start a question is by using a question word. There are many question words, and we need to know what they mean in order to use them correctly. For example, who. Who asks about a person or people? Why asks about a reason or an explanation. Where asks about a place or a location. When asks about time or occasion. How asks about a description or a way something is done. Whom asks about a person or people as the object of a verb or a preposition. Which asks about a choice or an alternative. Whose asks about possession. And what asks about specific information about something. Here are some examples of questions that start with a question word. What is your name? Who is your best friend? Where do you live? Why are you learning English? Which sport is your favorite? How do you spell your name? The basic word order in English is subject, verb, object, but other elements can be included in a sentence. For example, direct objects, indirect objects, prepositional phrases, adjectives, and different kinds of adverbs, such as adverbs of time, location, manner, and frequency. Here are some examples. I am going home today. The word order in this sentence is subject, I, verb and the present participle, am going, and the rest of the sentence or predicate, including location, home, and time, today. This sentence uses a modal verb, and the word order is subject, I, modal verb, can, verb in its base form, go, and the rest of the sentence, home today. This sentence uses an auxiliary verb, to do. Subject, I, auxiliary verb, did, which is to do in the simple past, verb, go, and either subject or the rest of the sentence, home today. I did or will not go home today. This is a negated sentence following the word order subject, I, then the auxiliary verb or the modal verb, did or will, not, the verb in its base form, and the rest of the sentence or an object. Depending on if you're using a direct object and an indirect object with a preposition, the word order might change slightly. For example, I bought a book for my brother. In this example, the direct object comes first, then the preposition, and then the indirect object. But I could also say, I bought my brother a book. In this sentence, the indirect object comes first, there is no preposition, and the direct object comes last. The basic word order in questions is verb, subject, and object, but different elements can change the word order slightly. For example, the use of question words. How are you today? How is the question word, and it comes first, then the verb, are, followed by the subject, you, and the rest of the sentence or the predicate, today. Where are you going is a question that also uses a question word, but it is in the present continuous, so we need to place the present participle. The word order is question word, where, a conjugated form of to be, in this case are, then the subject, you, and then the present participle. If we ask questions with the verb to be, the word order is verb, subject, and predicate. For example, are you sure? Are is the verb, and you is the subject. If we ask questions with any other verbs, we need to use the auxiliary verb to do. Do you know the answer? Do is the auxiliary verb, you is the subject, and know is a verb in its base form. We can also ask questions that have a second subject, as it were. For example, what time is it? In this case, the second subject is placed immediately after the question word. What time? And then verb and subject. Is it? We can also ask questions with modal verbs. Questions that use modal verbs start with the modal verb, can or can't if you are negating, then the subject, then the verb, and then a direct object. Can't you tell me? We can also ask questions with a modal verb and a question word. The word order is question word, modal verb, and then not if you are negating, subject, verb, and direct object. For example, why can't you answer me? Here are examples of different kinds of questions. Try to identify the different elements. For example, are you the new manager? How are you doing? Who's there? Where is the restroom? Do you have a question? Look at the following pictures and questions and try to identify the question with the correct word order. Where live you? Or where do you live? Excellent. Where do you live? We need the auxiliary verb to do to form this question. And how about this question? What does she play? Or what she plays? Excellent. What does she play? This example to uses the auxiliary verb to do, but it is conjugated to the subject of she, so it needs to be does. What does she play? Look at the following question and try to choose the question word that makes the most sense. Why are you unhappy? Or what are you unhappy? The question word why helps us to inquire about a reason. Why are you unhappy? Or what is the reason that you are unhappy? And how about this question? Where does the concert begin? Or when does the concert begin? This question most likely inquires about time, so we need to use when. When does the concert begin? And how about this question? Why are you? Or who are you? If you want to ask about a person, we use who. Who are you? Thank you for watching. I hope you now have a better understanding of how to formulate questions in English. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. Or if you're interested in joining one of our courses with a live instructor, feel free to message us directly. I look forward to seeing you in our next class.